exponents. We have seen addition. We have seen subtraction. We have seen multiplication, which is nothing but, as we have seen, which is nothing but repeated addition. Division, which is repeated subtraction. Just to remind you, 2 times 3. So 2 times 3 means what? 3 plus 3. 3 times 3 is what? 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3 times 4 is what? 3 times 4 is 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, what about 20 divided by 5? 20 minus 5, 15 minus 5, 10 minus 5, 5 minus 5. Keep subtracting till you are left with 0, or you are left with something which is called a remainder. So how many times did you do? 4 times. So 4. So multiplication is repeated addition. Division is repetitive subtraction. Repeated multiplication, yes, is called exponents or exponentiation. Exponentiation is repeated multiplication. So instead of writing 2 into 2 into 2, what we can do is we can say 2 and 3 to a little bit above. The way it is read is 2 to the power of 3. 2 to the power of 3. It is also read as 2 cubed or just 2 cube. Similarly, 2 into 2 can be written as, and this is again read as 2 to the power of 2 or 2 squared. But after that, after the power of 3, we normally just read it as to the power of the number. Now instead of every time saying number below, number above, name has been given to both. So for example, let's say 2 to the power of 11. So 11 is called the exponent. 11 is called the exponent. 2 is called the base. Any number to the power of 0 is considered to be 1. Right? You have to remember this. 4 to the power of 0 is 1, or any number to the power of 0 is 1. Any number to the power of 1 is the number itself. That is 15. Naturally 15 one time. So let's do some examples. 4 to the power of, now this is power, you have read it as power of 4 to the power of whatever number I write here. The reason being that in computers, when typing, or in most of the uh, computer languages as they are called, this symbol stands for to the power of, because otherwise the number itself has to be written a little bit above, which is very difficult. So a special symbol is dedicated for the power of. Okay, so 4 to the power of, and in this case the number is written beside the base itself. So 4 to the power of 1 is what? Is 4. Remember I told you any number to the power of 1 is itself. Now remember, in the worksheet this symbol is being used, but while writing here I will be writing it in the mathematical way. Okay, so 1 to the power of 1 is how much? 1. 1 to the power of 0 is how much? 1. Right? 1 to the power of 1 is also 1, and 1 to the power of 0 is also 1. 4 to the power of 0 is how much? 1. So anything to the power of 0 is 1. Now what about, so 1 to the power of 2 is what? 1. Remember, 1 into 1 is 1. You do that multiplication any number of time, it will always be equal to 1. So another thing that you have to just understand is that 1 to the power of anything, 1 to the power of anything is equal to 1. 1 to the power of 10, 1 to the power of 100, 1 to the power of 1000 is 1. Okay, so now let's do 4 to the power of 2. 4 into 4, which is 16. 2 square. 2 into 2, 4. 5 to the power of 2. So 5 into 5, 25. 4 to the power of 3. So 4 into 4 into 4. You know multiplication. So 4 4 is 16. 4 is 64. 5 to the power of 3. 5 into 5 into 5, which is 25 into 5, which is 125. Now this became useful to write it in this manner, mainly because beyond a certain point it becomes difficult to repeatedly keep writing 5 into 10 times or 12 times or 20 times. So they found a shortcut way of representing it, of showing it. 0 to the power of 0 is also equal to 1. Okay, so now this is just practice. Now what happens if suppose the exponent is a negative number? So we have seen, say 2 to the power of 3. Now this is equal to 2 into 2 into 2. Now what if it is 2 to the power of minus 3? What does it mean? Basically what it means is 1 by 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, so this is equal to 8 and this is equal to 1 by 8. So like that, let's look at some of them. 2 to the power of minus 2 is equal to 1 by 2 to the power of 2, which is equal to 1 by 4. So if the exponent is negative, then it take the whole thing down into the denominator and numerator would become 1. What if the numerator is a fraction? What does that mean? Okay, so what does 4 to the power of half mean? So basically this means what is that number which when you square it is 4, right? So we know 4 can be written as 2 into 2. So 2 is 4 to the power of half, right? Similarly, 9 to the power of half is what? What is that number which when multiplied with itself is equal to 9? So that is 3. Let's say 25 to the power of half. What is that number which when multiplied with itself gives you 25? That is 5. Okay, similarly we can have other fractions also. Say 125 to the power of 1 by 3. What is that number which when multiplied with itself 3 times? So 5. 3125 to the power of 1 by 5 is equal to what? 5, 5s are 25, 125, 5s are 625, 5s are 3125. So it is 5. So there are two things here. One is when the exponent is a positive integer, then it is repeated multiplication. Repeat multiplication. When it is a a negative integer, then it is 1 over repeat multiplication. So this is x into x into x. This is 1 over repeated multiplication. When it is a positive fraction, then you have to figure out what number when repeatedly multiplied by itself gives the number or base. Negative fraction, when it is negative fraction, again 1 over the above, 1 over positive fraction, whatever it is. Okay, so that is exponents. Now there are a few things that let me review it. 0 to the power of 0 or anything. So anything means let me just make it as x. When I say x, it means anything. X to the power of 0. So anything to the power of 0 is always 1. X to the power of 1 is always x. Yes, x to the power of 1 is always x. X to the power of, right, x to the power of minus 1 is equal to, or minus, let's say y, another number, any number. X to the power of minus y is 1 by x to the power of y. And as a special case, 0 to the power of 0 is also 1. Okay, so now practice. Bye for now.